Welcome everyone to another edition of our special holiday series, just in time for Thanksgiving. Lake Avalon is excited to bring you these short stories about the voyage of the Mayflower from the point of view of the animals on board. Now let's listen in on episode 2, Embarking on a New World, Tales from the Mayflower.
What is it? Have we stopped?
I think we may have. Just sit tight. I'll go see what I can find out.
Oh, please, don't be long. I'm just so...
I know, Springer. I won't be but a few minutes. I carefully made my way to the deck to see whether we had in fact come to port. Everyone was stirring with anticipation.
Miss Mastiff, is it true? Have we stopped moving? You don't think the ship is sinking, do you?
I don't know, Mr. Chicken, but I think not. Try to keep calm and I'll be back with word in a moment.
Hurry along, Miss Mastiff, would ya? The hens and chicks and I are so very nervous. And to make matters worse, I don't think I know how to swim.
I understand. It shall only be a moment.
Oh, good day, Miss Mastiff.
Hello, Mr. Mud. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. But so badly want to take a long, relaxing bath or two.
We all yearn to get life back to normal.
Do you happen to know whether we have come into port?
That is precisely what I'm trying to find out. Remain patient. I'll be right back with news.
Well, thank you, Miss Mastiff. Appreciate it, all do. All do, all do. In fact, we all do, don't we?
And so I left the lower decks and trotted past 100 buckled shoes.
Keep hold of the children. We can't be too hasty.
Excuse me.
Is it safe? How do we know it's safe?
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
May the Lord give us peace.
Coming through.
Someone, please, get the yapper below with the rest of the wretched beasts.
My goodness, would you look at that?
Hello, my lady.
Oh, hello, Shortdale.
Sure, it's a wonderful day, isn't it?
Sure is. Would you please be so kind as to go and give word to old Bird for me? Tell the others to gather. I think we have much to discuss.
Will do. Run away, my lady. You can count on me.
Stay at the ready.
Thank you, little one.
My goodness! What is wrong with that dog?
And what do you think you're doing, Miss Mastiff?
Oh, no matter. I bring word. Goodwife Ford has begun her labor pains.
Oh, praise be to God. Let us not leave her side.
Hear ye, hear ye. It has come to my attention that we have in fact landed in the New World. Now, from what I gather, the man folk who have steered our way cast the anchors off target of our destination. Because of this, and the treacherous weather that we have faced thus far, and will likely combat throughout the remainder of the winter to come, we must address some of the problems that we have met with throughout the first leg of our journey. That is, throughout the journey over the Great Pond, we have encountered much dissension and many disagreements, and therefore each of you came to me asking for advice and wanting someone to help you resolve these problems. Now, as you know, I was not originally part of this great pilgrimage. Instead, I had lost my way, injured my wing, sat down, and happened accidentally aboard this ship, becoming a passenger bound for a land that is not mine, and with no former knowledge of this voyage, no desire to go anywhere, and no intentions of migrating. Yet, here I am. I am but an old bird, and still you've entrusted me with your most personal conflicts and deepest fears. And I said at the time that we should therefore create a committee that hears each and every one of your thoughts, complaints, and apprehensions. And we voted, and you all elected me, he who hears all. And I selected 3 of you who would assist me in aiding the rest of you with whatever matter might arise. Miss Mastiff, Mr. Mudge, and Whiskers, to represent each and every one of you. Now, in order for us to transition to this new world, we must begin with 2 priorities. One is that we shall send a representative from our community to go and scout this new terrain and bring back word as to how friendly or how hostile it is. Secondly, and I feel 'tis of the utmost importance in order for us to facilitate our survival, we must agree, here and now, each and all, that we will remain united, that we must come together, work together, and vow the most solemn of promises that we will adhere to the needs of our new and immediate community for the sake of our success. For the community and land from which we came will always be in our hearts, but it is now a distant memory. So for all of you who believe that the community here on board this vessel deserve your utmost and eternal loyalty, let us hear your pledge before God and under God, that you shall treat the animal next to you as though he is your brother. This is our new land and our new life. If you all agree, make that pact now. Miss Mastiff.
I agree.
Mr. Mudge.
I most definitely promise. In fact, we are all family now.
Whiskers.
Hell, I told you days and days back that we should have made an oath in order to survive. You'll not hear me recant anything now.
Mr. Chicken.
Well, I've always felt that feathers do things their way, four-leggers do things their way, and so on. But under the circumstances, I suppose we have no choice. You have my word.
And so Old Bird called off each of us, and each of us swore loyalty to the rest. It had never been done before. Could we survive? Would we survive? After, Kat was elected to go scout the terrain. She had experience with this sort of thing, having been at sea for so long. We eagerly awaited her return. Only time would tell what this new world would have in store for us.
Join us again next time for another great adventure with the animals of the Mayflower. This episode features the voices of Robin Mudge as Miss Mastiff, Kacee Krause as Old Bird and Young Springer, and Heidi Lynn as Short Tail. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, a comment, or share us with a friend. We here at Lake Avalon Entertainment hope that you have an amazing Thanksgiving, and we look forward to spending the whole holiday season with you.